Well, hello again everyone. So I'm on a bit of an Alfa Romeo kick here. There'll be a few videos other than this one with Alfas. Anyways, this is from Alfa Romeo collection number 2. I know there's 3 collections out there, but you'll see here in the bottom right corner it says 470 yen, so this is less than $5 in today's money. And here on the bottom it should say when it was made. Yeah, 2008. So it's a pretty old model. If you want to pause the video, you can see what other colors and models are in there. Eventually I'll get one of each of these castings. Okay, so it's your typical Kyosho blister pack. It came screwed to this plastic base. It was in this blister, and here are the color choices and some basic Japanese info on the thing. It's based on the 159 platform, which was designed by Jajaro of Untitled Design. And the Brera is the coupe version. The Brera, Kyosho makes one. Eventually I'll get one of those models. And that's a 2+2, but the Spider is just a 2-seater. So that's pretty interesting that they would, I guess, well, the convertible roof, I guess they had to lose their little vestigial seats in the back to fit the roof. I already unscrewed this from the base. Not too much to it. I keep the little tape there to retain the screw. So some other information I found out about this car. It's actually manufactured by Pininfarina, and so it's not actually at an Alfa factory. It's at a Pininfarina factory, and then it's a mid-size vehicle, and it's built on the GM Fiat platform. Again, it's shared with the Alfa Romeo 159. Okay, so you can obviously see it seems pretty close to that photograph, right? It looks pretty good to me. Let's try the back view. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, alright, I'm okay with it. Production numbers wise, it seems like there's over 12,000 of these Spiders made, and over 20,000 of the coupe Breras made. And then the engine choices varied between some 4 cylinders, 1.75 liter 4-cylinder turbo up front, another there was 5 cylinders, and then the 6-cylinder, which was the largest, it was a 3.2 liter. That thing was making over 250 horsepower. And a lot of them were front-wheel drive, but there wasn't actually an option to get an all-wheel drive. Although I'm not sure if that all-wheel drive applied to the Spider itself. So, not sure, sorry. Okay, so that's all I found about the actual real car, so let's just look into the model now. So this silver paint's alright. It's not super splotchy. The flakes they're acceptable, I guess. It's not the finest silver, but it doesn't look too bad. The door handle on this thing looks pretty nice. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. It's actually concave there. Yeah, look at that. The dental pick goes in quite far. That's like the deepest door handle I've seen in this scale. It's weird how I get excited about such random things, but it's nice to see differences between these models. This I think might be like a white blinker maybe, but it's sticking out of the casting, so it looks pretty good. That's the little Pininfarina badge. It's going to be hard to see really. It's silver on silver, so it's hard to say if that's legible or not. But while we're here, look at these wheels. Look how thin those spokes are. And then you can actually see the little lug nuts in there. So these are really some of the nicest mesh wheels I've seen in this scale as well. And look at this, there's air passing between those spokes. It's not blanked off. So that's pretty impressive. There's no way TLV would do that. There's no way Aoshima would do that. But Kyosho is not afraid to make realistic thin spoked wheels. And they do it a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna say those might be, I'm pretty sure those are the nicest mesh wheels I've ever seen. I don't really like the styling of them, to be honest with you, but technically they are the nicest molded wheels I've seen. Pretty cool. Alright, well anyways, let's roll around to the front. I think this is an attractive car. For some reason I like these 6 projector beam lights. They're pretty cool. Kyosho has them molded in clear plastic. Obviously it's a separate piece. That one's rattling around. They have a little silver dot here for some fog lights. A little cover for like the tow bar thing. Let's see if, is there a mesh in this grill? It's hard to tell. I think there is a fine mesh. Yeah, okay. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but you can see a little crosshatch pattern in those vents. And then you got a little silver paint here for this little piece. I think it's like a chrome strip on the plastic part of this grill here. And then this is like a chromed plastic surround, and then it's black in the middle. I doubt the Alpha badge is legible. Nah, yeah, it's not legible. But you can see a red cross and a little bit of the green snake. You just can't read Alfa Romeo. But I think that's understandable. It's pretty small. Okay, so let's see. Whoops, sorry. Keep knocking this around. Excuse me. And then black molded wiper blades, painted black. They're sticking up quite a bit, so that's pretty good. Right, okay, they stick out quite a lot. There's a little black trim around the windshield. That looks pretty good. The mirrors are cast into the body itself, but the stock isn't super thick, so it looks pretty good, I think. You know, for something that's actually part of the same metal casting. There's no silver paint though, there never is on the Blister ones. And then the interior looks pretty nice. Kyosho usually has nice molded details. They just never add any extra color or paint or decals or anything. So, but again, if we look back at the box, this thing was like $5. So I mean, this blows away any Greenlight or Auto World in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, we got this little tiny clear plastic here between the seats here. It helps reduce wind from wrapping around and blowing into the interior with the top down. Okay, a little silver paint here. And then, I'm wondering, did I see a scratch there earlier? I don't know. Something up with that. The rear, we got the third brake lights painted red, and then we do have clear red lenses here for the taillights. I guess on the real car there would be a little segment of white here, and that's something Kyosho missed. And also, it seems like there's 6 rear taillights in the real car, and Kyosho missed that as well. I don't know. They could have tried maybe painting that graphic behind this and having a clear lens, but again, I guess for $6, it's better than just having a painted red stripe. Now this rear logo, it's like they almost got it. You can almost read something, but it's missing the mark, so it's too bad. This does say Spider though in script, so that looks pretty good. The exhaust tips look pretty good as well. They're silver painted, but there's black in the middle. And let's see. Yeah, there's depth to it. Look at that. So it's a 3-dimensional exhaust tip, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, we got basic info, but this one is just riveted together. It's not screwed together, so wheel swaps will be a little harder. It is possible though. I did one on my Alpha 8C. I didn't wheel swap it, but I changed the axle height. So what I did is I removed the tire and I took 2 tiny pliers and I just slowly twisted them so that one of the wheels came off, and then I was able to, you know, remove the axle. So that's something you guys can do if you get 2 small pliers. Just be careful that you don't grip the edge of the wheel, because you'll rip the paint off or actually dent the plastic. You want to grip it from you know, this center ridge, so you don't affect, you know, the actual wheel that's exposed. So just something I learned recently myself. Alright, so there you go for you guys that care. Yeah, it's a good model, and you know, for something pretty old model, it looks to be pretty good shape. I mean, there's no scratches, gouges, paint bubbling. I thought I saw something before, but no, I think it's gone. Well, I mean, that's so minuscule, it's almost hard to say that's even a problem. So I would actually say this is probably a flawless paint finish. It's pretty nice. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it's a great model. Let's put it up on the spin thing here. I'm going to pull up the old BP gas station spin diorama here today. And I do actually have the 159 Sport Wagon, which is the same kind of styling and I assume the same platform. This is by Kyosho as well. Also the same silver color. Very similar styling of the taillights. But naturally, a sport wagon is going to be a longer car than a Spider. Although the Spider is still pretty big, you know, for a strict two-seater, right? Front ends are relatively close in their appearance. So, all right. So I'm slowly filling out my Alfa Romeo collection. Hopefully one day I'll get every one of their castings. But for today, we got the Spider from Alfa Romeo. Thanks, and I guess we'll see you in the next time around.